Hi guys, welcome to today's episode. This is Regina Indeche show. Today leo niko tu hapa nje, but I thought it wise to share with you something on moral dilemma. Moral dilemma because we live in a society that expects so much from us, and we also have to do exactly what it demands because we don't want the society kutuona kama sisi ni outcast. So we have to do exactly what the society demands, and now this is where moral dilemma comes from because moral is something either good or bad, and dilemma is a state of confusion. You don't know what to take exactly. So a moral dilemma is a situation in which an agent stands under two moral requirements, none of which overrides the other. So you have two options and you don't know exactly which one to go for because you're torn in between them, and one of them is what the society expects, and the other one is what you have to do for your own good. So you're torn between these two and you don't know exactly what you have to do about it. So the situation in which a choice is made causes a moral harm which cannot be restlessly repaired. A decision maker must consider two or more moral values but can only honor one of them. So you have to make a decision. You are in a dilemma, but then at the end of the day you have to come up with a decision. So thus the individual will violate at least one important moral concern. It leaves them in a state of confusion and failing to realize what they have to take up, and maybe take it up, and guilt eats them up throughout. So these are sweet students and youths who are still in campus. One of the moral dilemma we're facing and we don't know how to fight it is this early and unwanted pregnancy. Early pregnancies were in school, so we have to make a decision. What are we going to do exactly? Are we going to take an abortion and continue with our studies, or otherwise are we going to keep the pregnancy and that's how we call off whether the semester or the academic year? So we have to think because such pregnancy has a major impact on economic, social, and cultural aspects in the modern life. To say, you getting pregnant and you're still dependable on your parents, it's such a burden to them and also to you. So one thing we have to know as youth, a difference between a moral dilemma and ethical ones. Philosophers say philosophers work on how they say it differently because they say moral issues ni ile you have to choose between what is right and wrong, and ethical is you choosing between two rights. So with us, I would like, because most of us only know about the moral dilemma, I would also like to enlighten us about the ethical dilemmas to see when it is between right and wrong. It might be between two rights because if you say let me because when you are bored, rather than bringing this kid to here and life is so unbearable for them, or otherwise. So I'll just like us to know like these a moral dilemma and ethical dilemmas. To see kila kitu ni kama ni moral dilemma and we keep up fighting the guilt, and the guilt is eating up throughout. We can still fight this. Having an abortion is not wrong ethically. It's not, because you're doing it, you still have education to pursue. And also now morally it's wrong because what the society expects of us. So to see jifunge in one thing just because the society expects us, we also have to know, apart from moral dilemma, there are also ethical dilemmas that dwells on two rights. So in the next episode I'll be sharing with you on abortion, the consequences, the effects, and what makes people go to that extent. See it, you say about to because we want or anything, and let people not judge those who are committing abortion. People have different reasons for them going for that, so we have to respect their decisions and accept them for who they are. We might lead them, we might talk to them, but then we don't have to judge them and victimize them for what they did. So thank you so much. Let's stay tuned for the next episode about abortion, and I would like all of you to give your comments on these, give your contribution. Let us learn from each other. I don't know everything, but then you can learn from me, I can learn from you, and we learn from each other to make this a better society. I am raising up my voice today, not to shout, but so that the voices of those that cannot be heard can be heard. People out here have committed abortion out of different circumstances because they are forced to, but the society, but we people, the others, we tend to victimize them. We tend to seclude them. We tend to see them as people who don't know really what they want, or people who are committing wrongs, or I don't know, there's a different way we view them, so which is not right. So that's what I would like to bring that to our attention. So that is the reason as to why today I decided to raise up my voice on the dilemma issues. I'm not raising it to shout, as I said earlier, but I'm raising it so that the voices of those that cannot be heard may be heard. Thank you so much and have a lively day.